Let me ask y'all, if y'all could go back to college from day one, would you redo it?
No, not my college.
Absolutely.
Not my college.
Absolutely.
I'm about to say I didn't have that experience, bro. Y'all went to some great schools, bro. Look.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? We back. We're a little delayed tonight, man. Don't really know what was going on with our streaming service, but you know, all that matters is we are back. This is episode 3 from The Real Understands Everything. As y'all know, True Thought. I told y'all last time Victor would be on time. As you can see, my boy here for the. Hey man, if you don't do nothing else, just clap for my boy, man. He here on time.
Right
baby.
here. Hey, he's right here.
Yeah. We are missing one of our other hosts, man. John, y'all call him JJ. Due to some unforeseen situations, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't make it tonight. But he will be back next week. So we're just gonna get into it. You know, I had a couple topics, couple guest speakers we got lined up going into the rest of the week, going forward. But the biggest news is this will be our official last live stream. From now on, we're gonna go to pre-recording, you know what I'm saying, due to just time constraints. You know, Mike's a coach, John's a coach, football spring season rolling around. Right now, Vic's obviously going back playing ball. You know what I mean? So just for time purposes, we will just be pre-recorded. We will still roll them out every Friday. The good news is it'll be a lot earlier. So y'all can tune in whether you're at work, you're at school, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I just want to update everybody that's tuning into this. But yeah, man, let's get into it. So I had a bunch of topics we was gonna talk about, but you know, I'm a Georgia boy. So first thing I see is young Scooter. You know what I'm saying? I got killed by APD.
That hurt my soul, man. I'm not even from Atlanta, but Scooter got some real hits that resonate with me.
You feel me? Like, come on now, like Scooter. I do what I want. You do what you can.
Yeah.
Stats 100. Man, come on, man. Y'all playing. Real free band game, man. But yeah, rest in peace to Scooter. We don't know the situation. As I said, it's just something that just kind of happened. You just started seeing it all over social media. So rest in peace to him and his family. You know what I'm saying?
Prayers to his family for sure.
And with me being on the east side, you know,
Thanks,
that hit close. That just made me think about like police brutality. I was just telling Mike before we all went live. I hate seeing police brutality, especially for like a black man, because like it just seems like it's the norm now. Again, I don't know the situation. I don't know what transpired or what led to it or anything, but it just kind of becoming normal for us to see stuff
Which
like
is
that. You know what I
sad,
mean?
bro, because we shouldn't be living in a society where things like that feel normal to us. Because, I mean, in our community, we see people just drop left and right. And it's just like, I don't know, bro. I feel like after you see somebody close to you pass away and whatnot, it's like you just become numb to it. And that's a terrible thing to like feel or even have that feeling because it's just so common in our community. We got to do something to change that.
Facts. Man, that's why I'm blessed to say like, you know, for the bulk of my life, you know, I made a transition early on, like athletics. It kind of seemed like you get, you know, we talk about privilege, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it real. Look, the real understands everything. This is we keep it real and raw here. You know, there is white privilege, and to some degree, like there's athletic privilege, and then you know, every athlete done experienced a time or two. Because you know, I done ran late and got pulled over at, you know, what I'm saying, heading to practice before he seen that hoodie. Look, he seen that hoodie and was like, "Oh, are you heading, man? You know what? Look, just slow it down, man. I'm gonna let you go, man. You know what I'm saying?" So like, I didn't even been in the car. You know what I'm saying? Clemson. Been in the car, one of my home, but we get pulled over in Clemson. Oh man, y'all at Clemson? You play ball at Clemson? He like, yes, sir. He said, all right, man, look, you slow it down, man. I don't want to have to give you no ticket. I'll let Dabo know. So it like, now, UGA players, y'all can't relate. Y'all, they do not like y'all in Anthem, dog.
I ain't gonna lie.
Bro.
I actually got pulled over one time from a cop. because I think I was coming back from
Mhm.
home, and we gotta be on time for those meetings. So I'm not gonna lie, I was speeding. I was probably doing like
Right.
10 over the speed limit. But I was like, man, I'm just rushing to get back home
Mhm.
because I don't want to be late to the meeting. Wasn't racing or doing nothing they doing nowadays.
Right.
Not trying to knock my, fellow UGA players, but god
Ah!
dog, bro, y'all making us look bad. This NIL, y'all thinking y'all in the damn Atlanta
Bro,
got these scat packs and shit.
man, let me tell you, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I done definitely seen some action. You know, what I'm saying some festivities going on in UGA at the late night hour, shall I say?
I,
You know what
I
I'm saying?
Now.
Like, you gotta think, bro. You coming into college, you got, especially now with NIL.
that hey,
Shoot, man, we talking about 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 19-year-olds, freshly out of high school. If you're 19 coming out of high school, maybe you got held back. But freshly out of high school, we driving
wide
scat packs.
bodies.
We driving Benz. Why, man, come
I'm,
on, dog.
I'm just still lost on.
The Lord knew not to make me no
Nah,
five
for
star. I
real.
tell you that.
I'm hearing. I can't remember what somebody told me that number was, but I'm like, you got 4 stars and 5 stars coming in and getting, I think, like 10 bands, and they're not even touching the field. That's crazy. Like, only thing you need is those stars, and you get that
Man.
money. I'm like, bro,
What a life. What a life.
I'm good at football, so I'm
What a
automatically gonna
life.
get
What a
paid. Only thing
life.
I gotta do is go to the school.
Man. Listen, I ain't gonna say which university, but one of my partners coached at a university, a well-known university. And you get 37 at that time. That was like 2, 3 years ago. You get $37,000 just to go there. Just, this ain't no booster. This is just to come. Pause. This is just
That was crazy. Huh?
nah, this you get 37 bands, bro, just to show up, fam. And then it's like, with NIL, boosters will take control from there. Like, if you start showing out, it's almost like having a contract with
Facts.
incentives at this point. Like, kind of taken away from the game of college football, if I'm keeping real. I don't know if I like it or if I hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all for players, and again, I'm speaking as a former player, a collegiate player. Like, I'm all for us getting our bags, but like, bro, some of y'all OD,
I
bro.
mean,
Like,
at
come
this
on, bro.
point, bro, the NCAA should at this point just have in quotations right under it the G League, because it's really the G League of the NFL
Yeah,
or whatever sport, NBA, all that, because it's just like college players are getting paid, bro. Like the numbers that football players are getting paid now, just think them basketball players been getting that. Like, I mean, I don't
right.
know for certain, but I know the top 50 at least getting that to go to the Dukes, the LSU's, the Alabamas, all them top players. Yeah.
I don't
All I
know,
gotta
but it's
say
just
to
like,
that is, I hope these boys like learning financial literacy
no, real talk.
That needs to
for
be in
real.
class.
It needs to be,
Like
yeah,
a
be
course you
like in a
take.
regular thing now, because it definitely will put players in better positions and stuff, especially if you never had that type of money.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. If you're not coming from money, bro, because, as soon as people get bread, bro, and as soon as people get like a solid bag, bro, the first thing you want to do is just spin that joint. Like,
Move on up. Onto,
Yeah.
run it
listen,
up, bro.
definitely spend, what I'm saying, you put the work in, you earn to get to that point of being Division 1 Power 5 guy, or you ain't even got to be Power 5. Like, you put in the work to
Hmm.
become a collegiate player. If you happen to get NIL deals or anything, you put in that work. Look, for whatever reason, do what you need to do with your money. You know what I'm saying? But we just saying be smart about it. For my young guys out there, and I know y'all gonna tune, what I'm saying? My young guys, Tyler, Dudes, BP, all y'all boys, what I'm saying, in high school coming out. I know y'all getting that bag.
Boy,
Listen, I know you getting the bag. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell how much you getting. I know you getting that bag, but just, what I'm saying, y'all boy be smart, man. To any other high school athlete that's, what I'm saying, getting that NIL money, yeah, just be smart about it, man, because you'll find yourself in a real sticky situation in about 2 years.
no fact.
Especially like boy, you get hurt and you don't perform. Oh, they gonna want that
Easy.
back. They gonna want that. Man,
This is a
Yeah. I
business.
mean, the quicker you learn it's
bro,
a
you hear me?
business, bro, the quicker it'll be okay.
It's a business. Right.
I feel like
Right.
that's hard to accept though. That like, Because again, you look at college like that's supposed to be the fun time. That's when you go to parties. That's when you meet people. You're gonna be depending on what type of household you grew up in. Like if you grew up in a strict house, you not everybody, but most, you know what I'm saying? You get to college, boy, you get the wild or not. Them the one that be that first semester in
Yeah.
college, everything new. Like you get, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, your only obligations is class and athletics. Everything outside of that. And I know some people that first, for the people that don't know, when you first get to college on a scholarship, you're guaranteed from September or depending on when you come in, but we're just gonna say for time's sake, from September to May, you're guaranteed a scholarship. Like
Right.
you're there. Now, whether you ineligible or not, that depends on what you do from August or September to December. So it's like you're gonna go to practice, you're gonna do all the stuff that you can do, you know what I'm saying? That that's an obligation. But once practice over, like once the season hit, you're pretty much done typically around like 6 or 7 freshmen. Most schools, you know what I'm saying, we all know mandatory study hall, got to go. You got to go. So now you getting out, you probably gonna get home about 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock to about 5 a.m. is a lot of time to get into other activities, whether it's a party.
Some stuff you're not supposed to be getting into, but
Man,
you're gonna get into, but you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
getting.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I done seen it. I know somebody gonna take me, be like, you using seeing that's all wrong. Listen, I done seen it.
Boy has seen it, lived it.
But yeah, man. But what, man? It's just a lot of time on your hands. So,
Be wise. Be
but
wise, young kings. Be wise.
I ain't gonna lie. Whoa,
You
whoa,
got too
whoa,
much
brother.
dip on your trip there,
You got too
brother.
much dip on your trip. Listen, I was just telling you 2 episodes ago, brother. We didn't win Nathaniel. You feel me? Like, man. Athletically, I probably would have ventured to a different school.
Yes.
Like after my first year, yeah, I would have left and went somewhere else. But
Yeah.
I had fun off outside of football. Like, you know what I'm saying? The campus atmosphere, like meeting good people, friends that I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like again, Vic, Tunchi and Bryce and all that. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying? Like if I hadn't
Correct.
went there, I would have never met those guys. You know what I'm saying? So
Correct. That's what I would say. I say I keep the relationships, but I'm transferring. I didn't even know I was good at football. I didn't even know I was like that until probably my junior year of playing college
I
sports,
mean,
bro. For real.
you really don't know that you're good at football till you start going against motherfuckers that's like worth the shit, to be honest with you. Because honestly, like
Yeah.
how I
Yeah.
learned is just like you really the big fish in a small pond when you're in the high school. Well, not for y'all because y'all had some superstars that y'all played with, but for me, I'm like, I had some real deal. I'm not gonna lie, I had some real deal ball hawks on my team that honestly should have went D1. Like I know I can name a few
yeah.
right now that if they would have went to a D1 level, they would be in the league right now because that's just how cold they were. Like we had a linebacker that
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say was like Rowe, but he was like a Ray Lewis of our team back in the day. Shane Britt, that whole family
Okay.
was lit. Like Shane Britt, Rob Britt, hell, the little sister even fought Ted Britt, Ted Yarner. She won the
Shane Britt, Rob
yeah.
Britt, whole family
No,
lit.
they
Lakers in 5.
Right.
no, but for sure though,
For
bro.
real.
Like that whole family, bro. They are like athletically gifted, bro. Like Shane, I ain't gonna lie.
Mm,
Debo looking motherfucker, like straight Debo. Both of them Q dogs, so you know how they rocking. Like
mm.
they all about action. Don't
Oh,
do that.
oh, oh.
Don't
Hey,
do that.
listen, they
I was
got
about
mad
to
in the
say.
comment
Yeah, I'm
last
about to say,
time,
look,
boy.
look, please don't
Boy, they
cut that out the podcast. Cut that out the podcast.
And like even the little sister, bro, she was tough.
Boy,
She
man.
was top in the state, even with Raven Saunders. I know y'all know who that is.
Mm,
She's the discus and shot put thrower with the
yeah,
mask and whatnot. She was top in the state, and they
yeah.
would go back and forth with who's the top thrower in the state. And she ended up going to Ole Miss and whatnot. Like did some great things, but like I done played with some guys, bro. But if I had to redo it, I definitely would. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think many people knew this, but I was actually about to transfer the year right before we went to the national championship. I was about to get up out of there because
Wow.
Damn.
Wow. That's a first for any
I,
platform, you know what I'm
no, because
saying?
I'm
Right.
not gonna lie, bro. Like I came in there, I had one coach. which was Rick, and then like our defensive line coach left, our defensive coordinator left, and like I loved the defense that we was in, and I liked our defensive line coach at the time. But I was like, bro, like I hate this coaching change because, I mean, you gotta think. I was like, when I came out of high school, I was like doing stunts and stuff. That's how I got recruited. Like I was known for my speed, and I feel like while at UGA, I added on a lot of weight. I learned a lot of stuff, but I'm like, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But if I had to redo it, I'd definitely redo it. But I definitely would what
Mm,
Coach Smart preaches to all the kids. Just enjoy the process. Because I ain't gonna lie, it gets frustrating after a
right.
while when you just trying to figure it out with coaching changes and stuff. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad I stayed because I ain't gonna lie, Coach Scott, Trey Scott, I ain't gonna lie, he's probably the next. He
Mm,
is the best defensive line coach outside of Ohio State defensive line coach in college football right now. Like top two, because for him to do what he did at such a
yes,
rate he did, and I feel like he's like up there with Ohio State D line coach. Like he's the truth. And if I didn't stay, I wouldn't have met him and learned the stuff that I know now. So he definitely gave me more knowledge about the
right.
game. Kirby too, don't get me wrong. And Mel Tucker and Dan Lanning
Yeah.
and Shane Beamer. All head coaches, by the way. And Sam Pittman.
Oh, he just flexing now, Vic. Yeah, he just
No,
flexing
I'm just
now.
saying. I'm just saying that I wouldn't have been exposed to like the level of coaching I was if I feel like if I went anywhere else. So honestly, I look at Georgia as really like a
Yeah.
blessing, like because you learn the game of football to be
Mm.
able to be in a position I'm in now to like give back to the next generation. So
And you came in like pretty much in a moment where like y'all went through a coaching change with Rick and all them, that whole little staff.
yeah, I mean,
But you got some heavy hitters after Rick left. I tell you that. Y'all got man. I'm gonna say it, man. Y'all stole from Bama. You stole everybody from Bama.
first of
You even
all,
stole the strength coach. like,
The boy said,
like,
"You oh, strength coach, boy."
they did,
listen,
bro. Bro.
I ain't gonna lie, Kirby's probably one of the best. Like you gotta think about it, bro. We had two of the best defensive coordinators that come from Bama to come to Georgia. Jeremy Pruitt, because he left Bama to go to Florida State. That's when they won a national championship. He was their
Mm,
defensive coordinator. Then came up
Right.
to Georgia, started doing shit like going crazy. Yeah, that man left. He said, "I need to go get the bag. I need to go somewhere else." And I honestly think he went to
I'm
Bama
dead.
and then Tennessee.
Mm,
But
mm,
hey, switch a
that's
topic
crazy.
though. I just saw on my ESPN that man Jeremy Pruitt is suing the NCAA.
Hmm?
Huh?
That boy Jeremy
No,
Pruitt
what is up? What's
is
going
suing the
on?
NCAA for I'm not gonna say defamation, but basically suing them because I think he got fired because he was giving the players money, and then as soon as he left, NIL happened.
Mm.
Uh, he doing something similar to what Reggie
Smart
Bush
though.
did.
I mean, he got to get that money because it's
Hey,
just like you giving players money, but now y'all doing it free willy nilly. So that means I should be able to get a coaching job. Is what he's saying.
he right. I mean, they
Not right.
probably gonna reverse him though. They're gonna hit him with that. Well, at the time, like you weren't supposed to do it and you did it. You know what I'm saying? But
But
who
I
knows?
I'm
think
But I
you
not
should
gonna
mean,
get. I
speak
think
on
you
what
should
I
get.
know, but we all know that this has been going on for a long time.
This
yeah,
has.
I mean, yes, we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it real
You
talk.
gotta keep it P.
Listen, I ain't gonna say no names, but I know several guys that they got paid from several universities that now that I ain't gonna name,
Yes,
but I know several guys that got a
just
little
to come
bag or
there.
two. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, what it? How bad do you want it? That what
Man,
they tell you.
I know
How bad
folks
do
that
you want
get
it?
back just
Ah,
by just showing up to campus. If you're not even going there, just to get more
jersey
recruits to come.
sales. Yeah, jerseys.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Hey, what they say? Who your sources, bro?
Hey,
Bro, just trust
hey,
me.
just take my word
Hmm.
for it. We here. We
Bro,
here.
just trust me. Nah, facts, man. But nah, if I speaking of that Reggie Bush, if that would have been me in that situation, fam, they talking about for the Heisman back, they would have had to come find that.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, you crazy?
Oh,
Oh,
boy,
I don't
what?
Listen,
know where it
I ain't
is,
gonna
bro.
lie.
I lost it. Look, I'd have hit him with that. I lost it the night I got it. Like, I'm good.
Yeah, I ain't seen that thing in a minute,
Listen,
boy.
boy,
What?
my grandma done put
Finished?
that damn
Like, bro,
award
bro.
hat.
Yeah, where did I leave that?
Man, look, we put it in Granny casket when she
You know,
died,
mama
man.
just
You
be
feel
coming
me?
in the
Like,
house tucking
you gotta
shit.
go, man. They really ordered bro to get that back. That's why. But speaking of NCAA, I know y'all seen
I didn't
Prime
see the
contract,
contract. I just saw he got extended. What was it?
I didn't talk to me.
bro. It's 5 years, $54 million.
That's
Money,
like
money,
little
money.
less than 11, a little
That
less
boy,
than 10.
Georgia education right
Exactly.
there, fellas. You know what I'm saying? That boy calculate. Hey, watch who you tell
Hey,
about your
listen,
money on.
man, listen. I don't know how the taxes is in Cali, but automatically I'm just say half. Boy, you're only getting 25.
Not facts, give or take.
See,
But like,
they don't teach you that in school though.
I ain't
That's
gonna
why
lie. It's
everybody want to play in Dallas.
That's
Them
crazy.
right,
state taxes, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
right, man. Or Houston, but nah, I don't. I know he was gonna get a bag, but I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know. 5 years sounds like about right for somebody like him, but I don't see them doing much. I'm gonna be honest with you. And like this man probably got one of the best staffs in the country in terms of like former players, Hall of Fame players. Like you got Warren Sapp as your
Mm-hmm.
head defensive line coach. Like that speaks volume. You know what I'm saying? People gonna want to come there, but like I just personally, and I ain't hating on them boys because I really want to see them succeed, especially with him being a black head coach. Not no, prejudice or nothing like that, but like, we don't often get that opportunity to be in that realm, you know what I'm saying? So like I do want to see him succeed, but I just don't see the Buffs really going no further than what
I
they really do now.
I don't
Maybe
know if they're keeping the main thing, bro. Like you got
yeah,
Denzel Washington giving you pregame, or whatever practice talks. You know what I'm saying? You got, like you said, superstars being the coaches, and you know what I'm saying, all that. Seeing teams win natties without,
yeah.
you feel me, the ones throwing them in the
I
dirt
I think
hold
without.
on. Go ahead.
I think it's like I would say like for me, it's not so much the celebrities because I think back to USC back in '05. You know what I'm saying? Them boy had everybody. They had Snoop running routes at practice in the middle of practice. Snoop Dogg running routes. But like I think the difference is they're so like to me, just from the outside looking in, Colorado has been focused on getting all these flashy players, and I ain't seen them go to the trenches yet. And then the first year they blamed everything on the offensive line, they blamed everything on the D line. You think you go get some guys like we got to go, and then Prime shot himself in the foot. No pun intended on his half foot, but
That was crazy.
uh Prime was saying like
Don't let him
he
get
was
away with
saying
that.
I'm getting he ain't going after nobody in high school at that point in time. He's like I'm getting all transfer guys. And me personally, I looked at that as like they're in the transfer portal for a reason. 9 out of 10 times, them boys not even playing at the school that they was at. Not to say that they're not good enough, but like sometimes getting everybody from the portal ain't always a good thing. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna get guys from the portal, sometimes you want to look at the guys that like look at what they did on film. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you want to look at film first and
I
foremost.
put
But like
I,
he had a lot of bounce backs that never
I
touched the
I
field
put
at
it
all.
like this. Because I understood his reasoning for getting guys out the portal. Because getting guys out the portal, you're already college ready. You're already college developed a little bit. Only thing I have to do is implement
For
my
sure.
scheme into you and teach you the scheme. See, the thing about high school guys and what Prime is trying to do at a rapid rate in which he's trying to do, it's going to be hard to get every single top guy at the position because there's going to be always be the Georgias, the Alabamas, the Texases, and stuff like that who always going to be the heavy
Right.
hitters because one, they're in the SEC and they're putting those guys in the league. Um, so you have to take that into consideration of bringing those guys in and they can't play right away or contribute right away because they are freshmen, because they may come from a school or a place like myself, and you're not like really developed how you need to be. So you do need to take that year. So some guys, hop in the transfer portal, and it's like that sometimes. But I see what you're saying as far as like them not keeping the main thing. But at the end of the day, that they're still just developing too, because really all the guys that made all the plays and whatnot last year was the guys that like were still making the plays at Jackson State. You feel me? Like his son, Shador and Shiloh, like all those guys. So and then even hell, JJ and all them dudes that's up there that we know, Eli. So it's just like even in that, like you do got to take advantage of those, transfer portals because I mean, they getting guys from doggone Tennessee and whatnot that's balling for them, and you feel me, like that's making moves. So it's just like you got to really take advantage of that. And I'm only speaking for
Right.
my knowledge about the guys that I played with at Georgia. Like there was some guys that barely touched the
Mm-hmm.
field that I know if they would have transferred right there and there, they would have been starting. Like for instance, and I'm gonna say this guy's name because he's actually getting ready for this up year's draft. We had the number one. I don't want to say the number one player, but we had the number one offensive lineman come in from Alabama. I think he won the state championship in football, and I think he won the state championship in wrestling. Eli, I'm not gonna lie to you, he's probably a little shorter than you, but the dude was strong as shit. Like his name is Clay Webb,
Mm.
little center. Like he was a 5-star coming in. Now, granted, we got all these 5 stars. Huh?
Is he black or white?
White dude.
Is he black or white? I thought I seen him when we went to the
No,
facility
Clay
one
Webb.
time.
This
But
dude, Clay Webb. He actually, I didn't even know he did this, but he transferred to Jacksonville State in Alabama. And I only know this because I was coaching a
mm,
7-on-7 team, and the guy that Deloach, one of the players I was coaching, Deloach, he actually went to Jacksonville State and he posted it. And I was like, oh, I played with this dude. Which is weird to say that I played with a dude
mm.
that now one of my players is playing with. It's crazy. But he like so
Right.
yeah. So I mean, he went to that school and started is what I'm just basically getting out of that story. So I mean you never know.
Yeah. Not definitely like there are, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a transfer guy, you know what I'm saying? So like I definitely know, you know what I'm saying, how it is. Like you can, oh my bad, Vicky said something, you stop recording. But I definitely know how it is sometimes to like sit back and now you gotta try to, maybe you're not getting developed. Like for me, my freshman year, I knew I wasn't getting the right development at Lane. Like I'm being honest. Like I knew that off rip. Like they didn't have all of the resources, you know what I'm saying? Me and John talked about it all
Mm-hmm.
the time on the podcast. Like um we didn't have certain resources. And so for me, it ain't that, people say NFL can find you anywhere, you know what I'm saying? Which is true. They can find you wherever,
Facts.
wherever you go. But if you ain't got no development, they ain't finna look at you, you know what I'm saying? Because they want to see growth from year one to year two, you know what I mean? In college football, that spring semester is
Right.
also important, you know what I mean? But whoa, I don't know what you done did. You see
Yeah.
four
Vic, you
screens
you
now?
Oh my gosh, bro! I didn't put my phone on D and all that, bro. It's still
Oh no, you good. You good right there. You good, fam.
okay. Cool,
Yeah,
bro. I'm
yeah,
about to start spazzing.
yeah. but yeah, nah, I definitely needed the transfer portal for me. Just kind of like I was seeking that development that from what I heard about college football and for like my time being recruited in high school, like I would go and see things and I'm like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like. You know what I'm saying? Like I was always smart, but I don't care how good you is. When you're a freshman in college, you're gonna be a freshman in college. Like you're gonna go, even those guys that y'all see start from day one, trust me, at practice,
oh
I
yeah.
promise you they're struggling. And you can't tell on game film because there's so much going on. But just know there's a MA with
Mr. Simon.
missed assignment. There's a missed assignment somewhere. You know what I mean? Like so. Nah, I ain't down to nobody in the portal, but I just felt like Prime them. They took too many from the portal and just kind of like you still want to build on guys like coming from high school because that's gonna be your bread and butter when it's all said and done. Like
I mean,
you know what I
honestly
mean?
though,
But
look at it as a pro and a con. It's a pro that these big schools
true.
can take directly from the portal, and they're more like it's basically they get first dibs, like the first pick of the litter. But you got to think about it. Since these
Right.
guys aren't, since these top guys that are in high school are coming out and they're not going to these big name schools, that gives the smaller schools
Mm-hmm.
a more advantage, you feel me, to like work with. Because they like, well, I mean, you ain't gonna play there, but you come start and be that guy here. And that's why you see all these big names coming from
Right.
smaller schools and whatnot, because like they finally getting the notoriety. And what them smaller schools is doing is taking advantage of it because now we got a top recruit coming here that's bringing in revenue. And that's my point that I was going to get to earlier.
Man.
Prime is doing this because it's a money aspect. And that's why Colorado brought gave him that extension because they're bringing him money. Prime is bringing the school money, which is ultimately bringing the town money, which everybody's eating off of Prime. Prime knows that. You feel me? So he's really
Right.
an asset to that doggone community. And it goes back to what we were talking about earlier.
Nah, facts.
This is a business, Eli. Don't forget that. They knew what they was doing. They playing chess, not checkers.
Man, I mean,
And he
I
did
mean,
get him turned up, you know what I'm saying?
he did.
Before
Yeah,
Prime got it.
he brought the attention
Oh,
on him.
yeah, he turned it up. Like,
Man,
don't get me right. He turned it into a at least like they competing now. You feel me? Like
yeah.
before he got there, bro. Like, what can you tell me that
Like, nobody went watching the Buffs, man. I
Hey,
keep it real.
thank you.
I knew a couple guys that went there. I
no,
wasn't
for
not
real
watching
though.
them
But
guys.
you gotta think, bro.
Like, you can keep it
Look at how
real.
many folks Prime got to Jackson, Mississippi.
He got
Hey,
that
listen.
effect. Hey, look, he got that effect for real. Like,
No, let me tell you
shoot, I
Man,
something,
want to
man.
go
look,
play for Prime.
Prime got
Shoot.
that doggone Vic in Atlanta effect. Man, he gonna show up and they gonna
He
come.
do. He really do.
Yeah.
He do, and he know it, bro.
Louis
He know it every
Bags.
time. Like they, man, my Louis bag, but he need to. He might need to go get a go yard bag because them Louis bags ain't been working. So we gonna see what they do, man. I definitely, like I said earlier, man. I want to see them succeed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I'm interested for this college season because just like Colorado, it's a fresh start. Back to Georgia, man. Have y'all been peeping what Kirby Smart been saying
Oh
about
man,
UGA
listen.
lately?
Mm-mm.
Man, talking about Georgia football standard ain't the same right now. The practices, they tired. A lot of it geared towards his freshmen, you know what I'm saying? And this was a highly touted class coming in for Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but I ain't never heard Kirby really speak on Georgia like the way he doing. He's almost talking like y'all don't get your hopes up. Like we be lucky if we
Yeah.
win 10 games
I
this year.
mean, you gotta
That's how
I'm
he
at the
realize,
talk.
bro.
Cowboys.
These dudes came into a great situation, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to like toot the horn, bro. But our class, the 15 class, the 15, 16, and 17 class,
Mhm.
like laid the foundation of like, okay, we're transitioning from this. This is what we need to do. Like, I'm not gonna lie, our class probably gave the most resistance, but we are the ones that locked in. Once we locked in and got into our second and third
Yeah.
years, that's when we were recruiting the Jordan Davises and the Devontae Wyatts and all that stuff. You feel me? Getting those guys in. Don't get me wrong. We still had like Flo, Jordan Jenkins, all those guys above us, Lorenzo Carter, Bell. Like we had those guys, but it's just like now it's to a point now where these guys are just coming because they win the national championships. And what scares me about it is it's almost like that Florida State effect. Florida State ain't been good since they won that national championship, if you ask me. And that's no
Boy,
shot
what?
at Florida
They
State.
sure
You,
have.
you
Like you feel
lying?
me? No, it
You
ain't no
ain't
shot.
lying.
But since they won that national championship, got them New Jerseys, everybody be like, man, I want to go to Florida State. Hell, I'm not gonna lie, I was a victim. I wanted to go to Florida State. I was committed to them, but I signed to Georgia.
You're a victim.
you
You're a
you
victim.
a victim. Hey, bro. Hey, boy, Florida State looking at Mike now like that. Like the mask looked at the Green Goblin. What he say? Coward.
No,
Hey,
but in all
but
honesty, to
nah,
clear the
man.
air
Florida
about that,
State
I
definitely
did choose
it
Georgia
went
because I
downhill.
wanted to stay close to home. But unfortunately, I did not want to stay in the state of South Carolina. No knock to Clemson either
Yeah,
because that was one of my options too.
yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, now Clemson. Come on, hey, listen. Clemson is where it's at, fam. You feel me? Hey, them two, my two team though, Georgia and Clemson. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Georgia boy. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying? Clemson is just a
Clemson
little
and
bit
Georgia
my
play,
heart, but
boy. The Battle of '85. Who gonna win it? Line it up right now. Who you got
this year,
winning? Oh no. Oh
oh
no.
Clemson by a long
Oh
shot.
no.
This year, this year, oh come on, bro. We returning the most starters. We returning the Heisman candidate
Hey,
quarterback.
listen. Hey, don't forget
The
about
D
that country
line.
boy now.
Y'all didn't score until the fourth
Hey,
quarter
listen, brother.
this
Hey,
past
brother.
season now.
What we doing bringing up the past, brother? Y'all won national championship. Y'all were wide
Damn.
receiver. You LSU dethrowing y'all, but we ain't gonna let that.
Listen, now if you see people looking at the Bengals getting paid, they forgetting T. Higgins is a Clemson Tiger. He's not
It's
an
all
LSU
good
Tiger. He's a
because the
Clemson Tiger.
LSU Tiger is throwing
Yes.
him the ball. I'm not gonna lie, Joe Burrows is like that. I seen it firsthand. He kicked our ass. I ain't gonna lie. That boy like that. He like that.
Hey, he is nice though. I ain't gonna lie. Like he he got about 1 or 2 more years though to really do something, or he gonna go in that category as Dak Prescott for me.
I
Like,
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie, Dak Prescott. No
come
knock
on,
to the
man, Dak, come
Cowboys,
on.
but Dak
Dak,
Prescott is in the league of his own because I ain't never seen a quarterback get paid.
that's what I say.
To get
Dak
paid that
Prescott is
much
totally
and
in a
not
whole
be that
different.
good and ain't producing.
bro, and it's like he got all the tangibles to be elite, like one of the top 3 in the league. Like he
You
got
went to
those
Ole Miss, right?
tangibles
I
for
mean, not
sure.
Ole Miss, Mississippi
But
State,
like,
right?
man, nah, Mississippi State,
Mississippi
yeah.
State. But first
But
of
like,
all, I'm not about to put all this on my quarterback. All right. It's not just his fault. That's my quarterback. All right. People got to catch the ball, bro. I'm sitting here looking. I'm like, bro, look, CD done dropped a wide open comeback, bro. And I know dang well we got to blame this still on Dak. The tight end not catching easy in routes,
Hey,
bro. I didn't see it. Oh, we about to blame it on Dak.
that
if
will
it
come on
if
their
it's if
quarterback.
it if it's the offense fault, it's the quarterback fault. If it's the defense fault, it's the head coach fault. So it's only two people that's gonna get blamed. I don't even know who the head coach for y'all. Y'all, wait
Facts.
a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Mike
No,
McCarthy, I think.
no,
Is it still
it's
Mike McCarthy?
Nah,
Schottenheimer.
nah.
Hey,
He left. He
Brian,
left.
is it Brian Schottenheimer? Hey, Eli,
I
I'm
forget
just
it. I don't know his
tell
first
you
name.
this. You know who Schottenheimer is? He was the offensive coordinator
Who?
when Georgia had Fatone Bauta and Jacob, and when we brought in Jacob Eason that year, right before we brought in Jacob Eason, that's who our
Yeah,
offensive coordinator was.
yeah. Oh wow, small world.
We were ass.
Well, he
That's
We
gonna
were
crazy.
be looking
ass.
for the ball as
All
long as he
right.
looking to try to air it out
All
though.
right. Hey. All right.
Hey,
Look.
but
Look.
everybody said it.
He
Everybody
said,
said
"Look,
like, why is he the head coach?
we
Cause
did
he
wonder
trying to do
why.
it,
We was like,
bro.
who is this man?"
I think it's cause nobody want to go to Dallas if Jerry Jones ain't gonna let them coach. Jerry Jones still coaching. I'm just letting y'all know now. The brother got his hands in everything, and until he either kick the bucket or he like let it like ease up a little bit and let the coaches really just do their things, it's gonna be hard
I
for
ain't
them to
gonna
really
lie to
chip
y'all.
again, man.
Dallas Cowboys will become elite. I'm gonna just say about around the year 2027. And you know why?
That that's the year you
No,
anticipate him to kick the
that's the
bucket.
year that they gonna finally
I'm
hire
so.
Deion Sanders as the head coach. I
I
do
don't
see
see
it
it.
because that's the only team Deion will coach for.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, or the Falcons. He said he'll
Now,
do the
if
Falcons
Deion
too.
go to the A,
See the Falcons.
I'm
But he
gonna
go
be
to the. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Viking fan, die hard. If Deion go to the Falcons as a head coach, bro, I'm throwing in my
yes,
family,
I'm
bro.
going
I'm
to the
coming
A.
home.
I'm going to the
What that
A.
song say?
Deion go
I'm
to Atlanta.
coming home. Man, you hear me? Like, bro, I you thought Vic had the city on lock.
Deion about to have it.
Boy,
It's really gonna be Louis bags, scat packs, and challenges and stuff pulling up to that doggone facility.
boy, what? Boy, you hear me, bro? Like, Deion probably, man, that type of pool in Atlanta, boy, Deion probably get New Edition back together.
Uh,
That boy, like for real, bro. Everybody and their mama will come to the stadium. Like people that don't even know nothing about football,
Yeah,
but they know Prime. Like that, the Prime effect. I ain't seen nothing like it,
prime time.
man.
That's a real thing.
But moving on to this next topic, man, I want to get into LeBron versus Stephen A. again, man. This is part two for us talking about it. I know. Listen, I know y'all seen LeBron response. Now, before I seen LeBron response, I can't talk. LeBron's response. I'm not gonna say I was team Stephen A. or nothing like that. I wasn't really picking a side, but I did feel like Stephen A. just an old media guy. He's gonna talk regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That just comes with it. To his point, he made a fair point. Like LeBron, you did put all the eyes on your son. You did say I want him to come play here. Or you no, you didn't say I want. You said he's gonna come play here. He's gonna be a Laker. teams traded up and passed on Bronny because they knew the pool and that you wanted to play. Like everybody wanted that historic moment. Cool, you know what I'm saying? Not to take away from his personal issues that happened at USC and everything like that, but just as a basketball player, Bron put a lot of eyes on bro, and like he's been underperforming. You know what I'm saying? If you've been watching basketball, you kind of knew that though. Like he wouldn't. He's good. He's NBA worthy. He just need to hone in on some
I thought
skills
he
and
was
sharpen
doing
some
better
things
in the
up.
G League.
He'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? He was, but
He
he's
was
on a
going
two-way
crazy.
contract, so it's like on home games he's at crypto, and then on away games, I mean, yeah, away games, he go with the team or something like that, or it
I
might
ain't
be the
never
other way
seen
around.
nobody doing what Bronny doing right now. I ain't never
Yeah,
seen that.
Like a
For
two-way
real.
player.
With
no.
coach. Right.
So like his contract, I forgot how it's structured, but I think if it's away games, he goes with the Lakers. But if it's home games, he actually performs in the G League. But shoot, lately they've been bringing him up because they don't want him to fly commercial with the G League team because he has too much of a buzz.
That makes no sense. Oh,
Yeah,
so
I was
wait.
about to say that.
So let me ask this. So when he flies commercial with the G League, that whole team is flying with like regular passengers?
believe
I've
so.
I've never heard of
But
that. That's crazy. Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
I
I
don't
ain't
know.
never.
I don't know if they do or not, but I think that was the contract of their thing. Like he only plays certain games with them and certain games with the Lakers. Like you know, but all in all, you know what I mean. LeBron put the focus on him, and Stephen A. was trying to pretty much say, from what I got out of it, like this is about you. You did this to him. He's underperforming because. And Stephen A. brought up a good point. LeBron did go out on social media and say Bronny's better than half the guys in the league right now. Now, when you say that, there's a lot of guys in the league that you really start to think about that Bronny's not better
Right.
than. I'm just gonna keep it a book.
I'm
And
so. You
yeah,
talk
and
about the.
so man, and then after this press run that Stephen A went on, like Brian said, I agree. He was like, at first he was like, I ain't gonna speak on it. I didn't mean no harm. Then you go on the podcast with who was it, Gilbert Arenas, and then you go on your own personal show and you mother Brian this and mother Brian that, and
Man.
if he would have swung, if he would have, what do you say? If he would have touched me, I was gonna swing on him. I would have probably got beat up, but I'll swing on his big, like. So like Stephen A
right.
was popping it, you know what I'm saying? But like, so for Brian to respond, I understand, you know what I'm saying? I get it. He just kind of trolled him. The funniest thing though, Brian posted that video of Stephen A boxing and hit that womp womp womp. But yeah, man, what y'all think about Brian? This whole debacle with Brian and Stephen A, man. Like Stephen A claimed it's some personal stuff that Brian's a backstabber and all that good stuff.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's a whole. I'm not living, bro. Like, that's shoot, boy. You got all this buzz about you. First of all, you
Right.
already famous. That's enough talk on your name already. And then you have
Right,
a kid.
right.
It, naturally, naturally, they're gonna be talked about. Like about anything, they're gonna make up a story to talk about. So I would be annoyed. I would be annoyed, bro. Like I'm annoyed when people talk about me now, and I'm not. I'm not, bro. Like, why are you talking about me? Like,
What's this
Right.
Swiss
why?
cheese?
Yeah, bro. Like, what's up, bro? I'm gonna pull up. We can handle this. But like, having millions and millions of people going into a debacle about if your son is worthy to be in the same league as you or not is just
I mean, honestly, bro, I think LeBron need to just take the like LeVar Ball approach. Like, just I mean, LeVar
Yeah,
didn't give a damn about what anybody was saying. He just like, I know how my sons are. I know how good they are. They might do stupid shit, but I love them. Like at the end of the day, Bron just need to keep it moving. Like I get why he doesn't want his son to fly commercial because I mean, folks crazy out here nowadays. He's just being a real dad in that
right.
aspect. I ain't gonna lie. Like I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. No,
call a
I want
spade for spade. He just want his son to be like, okay, he's here, he's good. I know where he's at. I mean, LeBron is there's superstars, but then there's like LeBron. Like the only people that I could say that's up there is like
mega stars.
Jay-Z and like the elites. You know how Hollywood. Yeah, like
Other
for real.
billionaires,
Like
other
so
billionaires. That's,
you do need to have that type of protection over your family. I get where Braun coming to that aspect, but I mean, Stephen A. just doing his job at the end of the day. I can't really take no sides in this aspect, but he
Right.
just doing his job. Because at the end of the day, Stephen A.
Yeah.
getting paid, LeBron getting paid, because you know why? We talking about him right now. He he buzzing.
Clickbait.
You
Click.
feel me?
Hey,
What?
action
Hey,
hall.
they
Hey,
pulling
Clickbait.
that. They pulling that 50 Cent, bro.
look,
Come
Stephen A.
on, they playing
swings on
chess like
Bron.
checkers,
Man,
Come on.
facts. Yeah, but that boy Stephen A. talking a little reckless now. He like, hey, we can
bro.
hit now. I'm like,
You remember that part?
Nah.
You
You
remember
get
that
some.
part in How High when they walked in the classroom and they started joning the teacher, bro? They put a
get
some
him. Oh,
yeah.
Jiminy Cricket
Get
win.
him. Hey. Hey, somebody put Stephen A. face on the teacher face and Braun and Bronny face on Red Man and Method Man face. And bruh, they was sitting there going back talking some
Oh,
get him. Hey, you see Stephen A.
yeah.
face getting red as
Oh,
shit,
two
boy. I
comp.
said they wrong as hell for this.
Hey, that joint had me crying. That's
Bro,
bro. That movie's a
it's a
classic,
classic.
bro. Man, I showed. Speaking of that movie, man, I showed my guy and another guy we're gonna have on here in a couple weeks, man. He getting some things situated. My
Yeah.
boy Mike Gallup, man. See, Commanders now, but
Yes, sir.
Commanders.
we watched that movie for the first time. Well, I showed him the movie for the first time. Boy, he was killing himself laughing at the part when
Bro.
boy, he came in. He's like, "I told you guys are being loud." And he grabbed his little
Yeah.
the little thing on his head when he broke his neck. And he started twisting. He said, "Man, now go to your room, bro." That
You
had
ain't never
us
seen that movie
crying
before?
laughing in there, boy. Nah, my
Yeah.
boy Mike can tell you more of his story. There's a lot of movies he ain't seen. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
funny
man,
as
that's a
hell. That
classic
movie
right there.
funny as hell though.
It's one of them like it's. I ain't gonna say you gotta have a sense of humor, but it can come off corny if you just kind of like how some people be
Mm-hmm.
real uptight, like, oh, that wasn't funny. Like, nah, you just uptight. You know what I mean? But nah, that's definitely up there. Like, I ain't gonna say it's like
Yeah.
Friday, but it's like right here. Like it's up under
It's
there. You know what I'm
bro. I
saying? It's
just
one of
watched
those
Friday the other day,
funny movies.
bro. Friday's so funny. Why every time I come in the kitchen, you in the kitchen?
You in the kitchen.
Rest in peace to pops, man.
Bro, my favorite my favorite scene in that Friday in the first one, my favorite scene, and I gotta quote it because it ain't funny unless you quote it. That boy said, he said, man, me and Smoke finna go in the crib. If you see some, whistle. Man, I ain't trying to get involved with you. Well, you can whistle, or I'm gonna knock your ass out too. Make a choice. I was like, bro, stupid. Hey, I'm like, bro, Debo funny, bro. That boy said, make a choice. I'm like, dog. I might watch that tonight after we get off here,
Must
bro.
be nice to be an hour late.
But
About 9:30 here. About 10:30
oh
here.
yeah, man. Hey, listen, man.
Ah,
Look, it's lovely. It's lovely.
it's lovely. Look,
Meanwhile, I'm
I ain't
over
gonna
here
lie.
probably about to pass out. Y'all just wide awake, loving it, huh?
Listen,
Hey, I didn't
listen.
say all that, brother. Oh,
That boy said I got on glasses for a reason.
look, hey, boy, look, Mike, go to sleep, boy.
Man, listen, hey man, Vic is giving me real hippie vibes right now, man.
Right, know
Like
that all.
N.D.I.R.E. Like he about to
Man,
get
that
off and
boy
go
about
clean
to.
the house.
What's that? What's the doggone smoke?
Look,
Oh,
What is it called?
damn, what's
I
that
don't know what
called, bro?
you're talking about.
Dang, why do I have a brain fart? I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah,
People
that
that be
I know what
cleanse
you're
the
cleansing
talking
their
about
air.
too.
hair with it.
Huh?
Sage in the house.
Yeah, sage.
They
There
There
you
you
sage in
go.
the house. Yep.
Like B1
Yeah,
brother.
man.
look.
But
Oh man.
Breathe, breathe. Man.
man. Hey man, have y'all boys been tuning in to March
I'm gonna be
Madness
honest. I don't
lately?
watch. I don't,
Say, bro. Hey, bro. Look, whew, them boys hooping for real.
I checked out this the Texas Tech and who was it they played last night? Was it Texas Tech and jeez
I just got.
Arkansas?
I didn't watch it, but I heard it was crazy. I heard it was
Bro,
boy.
I'm watching the last part, buddy. I'm talking about dog. Buddy was getting guarded like Paul Crew on the longest yard. Like, yeah, That boy put up a 3 in the last second and made it and tied the game up. And I'm like, buddy from I don't even know his
Right.
name, but from Texas Tech, tied the game up. And I'm like, I kind of had this feeling that like, I picked him, I did my bracket for him. I picked Texas Tech to win, and I figured like if he tied his game up, I think Texas Tech gonna put it off in overtime. They ended up winning. But boy, I'm talking about that's probably what the best game I done watched so far during the tournament on the men's side. Now the women, I don't know if y'all watch. Listen, for everybody out there watching, tuning in, that's gonna probably hear this. Hey, don't sleep on women
Oh
basketball, bro.
no, they
I was a
cold.
sleeper for some years, bro. I was sleep probably after high school. I
Right.
became a fan. You know what I'm saying? I became a fan of women basketball. But like, hey, the women be hooping, bro. I know some dudes that like think they can take some of these girls in basketball. I'm telling you now, it ain't as easy as it look.
Rock you,
I'm
boy.
cool,
They
Nah,
will rock you.
I done seen some
bro.
girl hoopers. They tough, bro. They tough.
I saw Juju got
Yeah,
hurt though. I
Nah,
almost
for
shed a
real, cause
tear.
she's
man.
cold.
I
She
ain't gonna
is
lie, when
cold.
she
She
got
don't get enough praise, bro.
yeah, you know why? I
So
mean, they don't want her to get more fame
And
than
I think
Caitlin
she's
Clark.
better than Caitlin Clark.
I'm gonna keep it real. I think she got the potential to be better than Caitlin Clark.
I need to see it. I need
I
to
ain't
see
gonna
it.
lie
Caleb.
though. I really became a fan of women's basketball when Angel Reese and all them was in, because they had that beef going crazy, and then LSU was cold as hell. Like Flaw J,
Like, listen, a lot of folk don't like Kim Mulkey though, but
she tough,
yeah,
Tough.
she
and
is.
she rap
Tough.
I,
And she rap, boy. And she
and
straight
rap.
she
from the
from
A.
Georgia, from like South Georgia. But hey, her daddy was named Camouflage. He was like a rapper, he kind of blew up a little bit. Did back like when Hot
Mm-hmm.
Boys and all them was a thing, but he blew up in Georgia, or whatever. For I know he died, but I don't know how. I don't know if he got killed or whatever happened. But yeah, man, she shout out to her, man. Cause she really putting LSU on her back right now. Well, her and that other girl, they got another
Mm-hmm.
girl that's like pretty good, but she got hurt too. She back playing. But right now, I got South Carolina. I don't know if y'all tune in
Oh,
to
Don
Don
Staley now,
Staley
come on now.
in South Carolina,
Fan.
and what
I'm a
they
fan.
doing in South Carolina,
I'm a fan.
bruh, bruh.
I'm a
I'm a fan of them, man. I support Don to the fullest. You know what I'm saying?
fan.
I don't advertise enough,
Hey,
but
Don
hey,
OG,
she
bro.
goaded.
Don is an OG.
Who?
She really one of the best basketball coaches in the game right now.
I would let her
Yeah, I
coach me.
mean,
I would let her coach my team.
I
But
ain't
if
gonna
I
lie
was
though.
boy,
It was
come on
it
now.
was a time when Asia Wilson was at South Carolina. Boy, I was watching all them basketball games. She's the coldest basketball player I done seen. Besides, like, Brittany Griner when she was in the NC. Well, she played. Where did she go? Tennessee, Baylor.
Brittany Griner. Nah,
Yeah,
she went to Baylor.
Bailey,
Yeah. Candace Parker, I believe, the one who went to Tennessee. That's tall,
yeah,
light skin.
UConn,
Who?
tall as hell. Look, cold, cold. She was cold. I
yeah.
think Paige,
Bukers, yeah, Paige.
Buickers.
She,
Paige Beckers.
hey, she
What?
cold too. She's
What?
cold.
Yeah, she is.
I
She
think.
is.
I think. Look, if we calling Caitlin Clark first, I didn't watch. I didn't watch the film, boy. I'm sorry. Look,
Wait, you talking about Breonna Stewart? You talking about
No,
Stewie?
Paige Bukers, the one that went to UConn.
oh, Paige, bro, she is cold. She tall. She bro,
I don't know,
long,
bro.
lanky.
Nah, Paige ain't that tall. Paige there right now. She's a guard. She probably like 6 foot at the tallest. Her name Paige Becker. The one that was like when she never lost a game in college was Breonna Stewart. They called her Stewie. Now she like 6'4", 6'5", somewhere around there. Now she cold. I ain't gonna lie, she in the WNBA right now though, but she cold. She her and Asia Wilson was the ones they tried to like not pit, like the media didn't really pit them against each other, but it was kind of like for the most valuable college player of the year, like it was always
Man,
between
Asia
them two for a
Wilson,
little
she got
while.
a whole statue in front of the stadium, bro. The Coliseum, whatever. That's cold. Ain't no
Yeah,
other player doing that.
he the best basketball player right now. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna say right now. I don't know too many. I don't want to misspeak. I don't want none of these women basketball players to jump in here and get the flame in me. You feel me? But I'll tell you who I like to watch. You know what I'm saying? I definitely Asia's number one for me. I love to watch Asia play. She kind of remind me of like a LeBron, but for women. Like she just she just got like an unstoppable game. You know what I mean? After her, I don't got nobody else, bro. I'm sorry. I just play. But nah, after her, definitely like people like Breonna Stewart. I got a name that some people don't like. Oh well, Sweet Sophie, man. Shout out to Sophie Cunningham. That's been my girl since where she's at?
Hmm.
Arkansas. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? She coming there throwing them bowls, bro. Like she what the game needs. She the one that
She
get the
like
game right. She the
KG. She
Debo,
like KG, huh?
little soft white girl. Man, yeah. Well, and the crazy thing is she ain't even that big, but she just be throwing them bowls. They call her a dirty player, but I turn a blind eye. You know what I'm saying? I don't be looking. You feel me? But but yeah, man. Shout out to them girls that be hooping in March Madness. I definitely got South Carolina going all the way this year, hopefully, and then on the men's side, Florida. I don't know what done happened to Florida. I don't know what they done got into, what kind of water they been sipping,
Florida is
or
so
what they been
cold.
smoking on.
They're so
Boy, them
cold,
boys
bro.
Really?
cold,
So cold.
Bro,
bro.
what?
You
Yes, they,
know,
Bro, what?
Georgia beat
They
them though.
bro, they
bro.
hooping.
Oh, that man. They had to
Bro,
let every squirrel get a nut. You know what I'm saying? They had to let it go
nah!
down one time. They had to let it happen one time.
Hey,
You
I ain't
feel
gonna
me?
lie. I only know that because it popped up on my timeline. I don't watch like basketball like that. March Madness, no.
I used to be like in the regular season. Like I don't watch. Like I'm a sports fanatic, but like I don't watch a whole lot of like basketball during the regular season. Now, after All Star break, I started really actually
Hmm.
paying attention. Cause like that's when I feel like it get real. You know what I mean? Like people take it more serious. Like guys trying to actually go to the playoffs.
Mhm.
And then obviously when the playoffs hit, I'm really locked in. You know what I'm saying? Watching. But before that, I catch the highlights on
No, for
ESPN.
real.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. You feel me? Like, cause right now I don't even really got no favorite player in the NBA right now. Like, well, Ant Man. You know what I'm saying? Just cause he from Georgia, like I'm following Ant Man hard. So like Ant Man, I watch his game. Still watch KD. Obviously, I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm gonna watch the Lakers when I can. But consistently, nah, I
I'm
don't be
not gonna
watching a
lie,
lot of
bro.
basketball, bro. I'm gonna be
Like
real.
I
Bro,
I
they
expected Ja to
hooping.
be doing. I haven't heard Ja name in a minute.
Bro, he the dude.
He,
He like Derrick Rose, bro. He want to play with pistols though.
wow.
And for real, man, he just a parade. That's how my CD is. Like, bro, that man, he is Derrick Rose to me because it's like how Derrick Rose kind of hit superstardom and was like
Hmm.
untouchable almost, like just kind of out of nowhere. Now it's kind of like he died down. Like it's lucky you've seen him
Right.
crack 25 a night. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, averaging probably like 13. I don't know. Maybe he got something going on. You know what I'm saying? Stuff I don't
Facts.
speak on. But uh, but yeah, he ain't been the same since all that pistol stuff happened.
He trying, bro. I'm telling you, them boys is hooping, bro. Like the Bulls game, shoot. Them boys is like it's just so common now that the offense in basketball games is so elite. Like
Yeah.
if they miss a wide open three, you like I'm not gonna say you garbage, but it's
You're
almost
garbage.
expected. Like you know how hard it is to
Yeah.
hit consistent threes like
Nope.
that,
I
bro.
seen
Like
Steph do it.
You know what's
see,
crazy though? Somebody I can't remember. Somebody told me a long time ago. You know what's crazy about basketball though? Like anybody can be good at shooting. All it is repetition. Like if you really just practice shooting, anybody can become good
Right.
at just shooting the basketball. Now, good as an overall game, that requires a little athletic ability. But just pure, just shooting, anybody can become good at shooting. It's like free throws, bro. Like sometimes you be like, man, I don't know how they missing a free throw.
You know,
But then again, I understand, you know what I'm saying?
some
Maybe
of the
nerves
most
and all that.
notable guys in their careers were never good at free throws. I'm not gonna say no names, but you know,
stop.
kind of.
He ain't gonna point no elbow people. But hold on, man. This man Vic eating again, fam. Bro,
Hey,
my dog.
hey, the muscles gotta grow
So
somehow.
the muscles got to grow somehow.
The
Man, my dog said.
calorie count. The calorie count is y'all me. Look, I ain't finna show y'all what I'm eating either. So
I know that's a burrito, brother. I seen the way
Yeah,
that
you eating
sauce look.
something Mexican. You in Texas?
Hey, listen, man, come on, man. You got two big boys on the line. You think I don't know
I
that's
can
a
see the
burrito
corner. I
fam?
can see the
That's
corner,
crazy.
bro. I can see the
That's
tortilla
crazy.
right there. Come on now.
Wait a minute, I can. Like, nigga, do you know that I can see you?
You know that I can see you.
Nah, facts, man. For Vic, for y'all that don't know, Vic is actually a personal trainer. So to see him eating a burrito on live is kind of insane. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey, get the
do as he say, not
protein.
as he do.
Get the protein intake. Put in the work and put it back in your bodies if you're watching live. All right. Eat good.
Vic, Vic, so let me ask you, man. What would you say the best? You know what I'm saying? Since we talking about the topic, as you know your expertise, what do you recommend people to start to lose weight? Like, give people that because everybody been talking. I actually had somebody just text me right now, seeing that they're saying about you being a trainer. But what would you recommend for folks to start losing weight, man? Like, give it the
you
real though. Don't give me that professional. Give it the
no.
real for people that, like a realistic people that only go to the gym about 2 to 3 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me the real. Like, how would you, as a trainer, if you know you got a client coming in probably 2 times a week, how would you help them lose weight? Like, what's the best recipe for that?
The best way and the only way I can come off to people, and I like to really like. I'm nice, bro. I'm just a nice. You know what I'm saying? I like to keep shit genuine, so I don't be bringing down hammers on people. But you have to look yourself in the mirror at the end of the day. Damn it, bro. Damn it.
My bad,
Damn
bro.
it, bro. Hey, y'all tell me. Oh, damn.
Now, Robert.
Right. Get this camera on me. Oh, oh, oh. Nah, bro.
My
I
bad,
mean,
bro.
I would tell you to look, you know what I'm saying? If you're trying to lose weight, you need to figure out your why. You need to know why you need to do it. And there needs to be, what goes after that is a plan of action. Like, just like with anything else. Like, if you start in a business, you know, what's your why? Like, you're going to go and then get this burst of energy and then stop going because, you know, whatever. You know, what are you going to let stand in your way? You know, why would you stop going? Is it because I don't feel like getting up this morning? Is it because of life? Is it, you know, life? Because it does. It happens to everybody. So, you know, that's it has to be a lifestyle. You know, if you're out of shape and you don't regularly go to the gym or, you know, it's tough. Like it's tough. Certainly if you're like not an athlete and you ain't played sports before, like you're already lacking that discipline that is embedded into people like
Right.
Right.
us three. You feel me? Because we know how them 5 a.m. workout look. If you don't get up, you can get off the team, bitch. Like, and we wasn't losing football. You feel me? That's
Right.
Facts.
what it was. We not losing our sport, bro. So we gonna get up and go. But people that are like, why do I need to do hang cleans?
Mm.
Why? Why do I need to? Why do I need to try to bench 225? Like, what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
you need to relay that. You need to relay that to those people as to like, okay, well, you know, maybe that's not your goal, but if you're trying to lose this, or if you know, find out what your goal is. What is your goal? What do you envision yourself being better than what you look like right now? Do you like? I had to see myself. You know, I was 170. You know what I'm saying? Like going through a lot of shit, having to deal with a lot of shit mentally,
That's
and
real.
you know, you feel me? Like that's just what happens. Stress and depression, all that stuff, it happens.
Hey,
But
that,
Facts.
you feel me? It happens, bro.
like I ain't gonna lie, man. Like I can tell it. Like I can speak on it. Y'all don't have to speak on your own personal things, you know. But like me personally, for people that watching don't know, like I went through a severe case of depression. Like I used to say, you know, I ain't gonna say I don't want to use the word joking, but like I remember at times like I used to use the word, oh, I was depressed. But like I never knew what depression was until I really got depressed. Like it don't get talked about often. People bring it up, but like that post player to transition from like you know for a fact you're no longer gonna put on shoulder
Mm-hmm.
pads or helmet, like you know it. And if you truly love the game, it's kind of like, where do I go from here? Like, you know what I'm saying? The game teaches you stuff, but you just don't realize it at the time. Like, you're made to withstand whatever come your way. But like, bro, when you realize like you put everything you had into a situation, and it ain't necessarily got to be a sports, but on topic of sports, but like I remember, man, I was severely depressed, bro. Like, I'm talking like it's almost like the movies. Like, I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to go outside. I had blackout curtains. I would, and the crazy thing about it, when I think about my depression, for me, I would always check on everybody, still laugh, but boy, I was dying on the inside, boy, like dark. Like I ain't really want to tell nobody because I ain't want that sympathy, if that makes sense. Like I ain't want to be like, man, you depressed? Like, come on, we're gonna get you out the room. Let's rally together. Although, like, I wanted that, but I didn't
Oh,
want
it
that. If that
does.
makes sense. Like, I didn't want people to know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like, I wanted people to check on me organically and, oh man, we'll get you out the house today, man. Let's get you out. You know what I'm saying. You been in the house, but at the same time, I didn't want to tell them something going on because, like, I don't know why. Maybe I'm prideful a
Every
little
man
bit, but
is
like,
prideful, bro.
it's a little embarrassing, bro. Yeah, you feel me? So like, I was a little embarrassed to even say that I'm depressed. You feel me? And it took a while. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, going through my own personal things and taking therapy. If y'all haven't, highly suggest therapy. It actually does work if you give it a chance and you allow
Mm-hmm.
it to work. You know what I'm saying? But like for me, it was helpful for me to like let my guard down and actually be vulnerable and kind of create some type of like emotional intelligence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Learn a little bit about myself. But for the longest, I brick by brick, boy. I had remember me being depressed, man. Before that, I could count on my hands how many times I cried because I remember growing up. And it's not my mom. My mom didn't care about that. But like my pops, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Hey, boy, it made you not want to cry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be tough. Man, don't cry. Like, don't be no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna
Yeah.
say too many, but like, that just kind of like carried with me in my adulthood. So like, if I cry, just know I'm either finna fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at that point. Like I don't care what he say. Gonna
Hey,
take God in the army
no
because
facts.
we finna hit.
Hey,
But like, yeah, man, that mental block, bro, is something serious, man. And again, it goes past just like not playing ball, because like even me now today, like there have been things where like I feel my mental starting to slip a little bit. You know what I'm saying? In terms of working out, like when you go from being this top graded athlete, doing all of these things to now you're back. Like, let's say you don't work out for a whole year, and I ain't gonna say that. Let's say I'm gonna say me. I didn't work out for a whole year. I didn't want to look at a gym. I was embarrassed to go to a gym. You know what I'm saying? Like I just started gaining weight, and then whereas you might can go in and squat 600, you come in there now, boy, your hamstring get to burning. You put
mm-hmm.
300 on the bar. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like you get that mental block. Like, dang, bro, like I used to be able to do this. Like I was this guy. Now you don't even want to go in the gym no more because now you're like, you know what I mean? So like to the point, like you gotta have that mentality. It's embedded in you, but like it does get hard and it still get challenging to this day. But we make it work, man. We
No,
strive
I
through, man.
mean,
So
to be honest,
it
that's
all
facts,
works, man.
bro. And to piggyback off of what you were saying, like, yo, like after playing football and stuff and just trying to figure out life, bro, really was just where'd it go?
That boy
Yeah.
sayonara.
But I mean, I really had to like figure out who I was. And it was almost like an identity crisis because you just don't know who you are outside of the game and whatnot, trying to transition in life. And like you said, you called everybody and checked on them and sitting there laughing and stuff like everything's fine. Everybody asks you if you good, you say yeah. But in reality, you just embarrassed to say that you not doing good mentally or whatnot. And then like it just got like you said, it just got real dark. I mean, I just wanted to stay in the house. I didn't really want to do nothing. I didn't really want to talk to nobody. Honestly, I was just frustrated because I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like nobody tells you about that moment. And it almost feels like you may be in the moment, like you may be there at a place, out with friends, out with family, but in reality, everything that you say or do is autopilot. you're just doing it because it's like the right thing to
Right.
do. But in reality, you're like, what's going on in my head? Like you said, growing up, you don't get that way of expressing yourself of how you feel because everybody gonna call you, you know, everything under the sun because they just want you to be tough. But I ain't gonna lie, bro, and that shit's hard, bro. Like, I mean, the men in my family, bro, like we're all like that.
Facts.
And it's just like it wasn't until like I would say probably last year that I just actually just broke down in front of my family because it's just like I was just having like a mental like I'm not gonna it was probably sometime last year that I was just like, bro, this I'm not doing good. Like it was really bad, but
Yeah.
I mean I'm doing better now. I'm just I actually read a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear and it just taught me
Mm-hmm.
that like if you just do which football teaches you as well, but like you know transitioning away from that, you just
Right.
go into a mental blank. But it taught me that like just stay consistent with the little habits. It starts with one little thing a day. You consistently do that every day, and you consistently build off of that, and then you know things get better, and that will create you know, bigger habits, which will create a better future and what you want it to be because you're doing the little things right every day. Because it's almost like doing those little things right and getting back on track and getting out of that funk. You really just like start to compound things and get your life back in order to where you want.
You know, something I was so naive to. I didn't realize like, and again, talking through like saying y'all boys, you know what I'm saying, other friends of mine. I didn't realize how many men actually go through like real depression. Like I'm talking like wanting to off themselves, like all
It's
like
real.
bro, especially black men, like you know what I mean. And again, there's nothing against other races, but primarily I'm surrounded by other young black men, and like I think that was a wake up call for me though, like because I got that personality where like I like I feel good when people around me
Mm-hmm.
are doing good, you know what I'm saying, and it was kind of like internally battling with myself, like man, like I'm trying to make everybody else feel good, but I don't feel good. So I'm like now I need to put into practice to make sure that I feel good mentally. Cause like you said, like you broke down your family. I remember the first time I like actually broke down in front of my mom and my family. Like boy, it felt good. Like it kind of like you know how when grandma come and give you that hug, like come here, baby. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You just fall in their arm. Like sometimes you need that pick me up. You know what I'm saying? Um, that was a sermon I listened to a long time ago. And the illustration was like pretty much as a pastor. You know what I'm saying? He just he's there for everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's doing the will of God, but like he get weak too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he needs some people to help him too, you know what I mean? And so I remember I was, a little younger sitting in there watching that sermon and I remember he had his hands up. And after a while, you hold, I don't care who you is, how strong you is, how fit you is, you hold your hands up long enough, you're gonna start to
Facts.
do this, you know what I mean? But the illustration, like other men came up behind him and held his arm up. And sometimes, bro, that's what you need in life, you know what I'm saying? Mentally, like you need that pick me up, you know what I'm saying? So like I say all that to say, hey, man, we go through it too. But if you're going through that, hey, it's okay to let it out. It's okay to go get your help.
Call
But
on
just
your
know you ain't
brother.
alone, man.
Hmm.
Man, you got to call on your support system, man. Because when you're going through that mental battle, and you don't got no support system. You know what I'm saying? It's rough. It's a long road, and it can lead you somewhere
Facts.
you don't want to be. You feel me?
Right.
But yeah, man. Hey, this is a little deep talk, man. I don't think we went that deep in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, man, this the real understands everything, man. You're gonna get
No
something out of
facts.
this, man. Um, you know what I mean? No matter what it is, whether it's mental health or athletic abilities or conversations, like Mike being delusional about Georgia being Clemson again.
Bro,
Uh,
Georgia's
but
out the freaking bracket. They're at home right now.
we gotta get it. We
Wait,
gotta
didn't
get
y'all
back in
lose to
blood, man. It's
McNeese?
non-negotiable. Like,
Damn. McNeese was cold.
bro, that was DJ Ungulate, man. That we
No.
can't blame
You
that on
said
us,
DJ.
man.
I'm talking about basketball. Y'all
Oh yeah,
lost to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
McNeese.
Basketball. They messed my bracket up. I had Clemson going to Elite Eight at least.
We all know who's gonna win.
At least like
Cool.
who? Florida? Man, no. Nah. Duke cool, but
You think
they ain't
Florida
gonna
gonna
win,
take it
man.
off?
They looking like it. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know where they match up with Florida on the bracket, but I think I definitely think if they don't match run up in if they on the same side of the bracket, I got Florida beating them. But if not, I feel like they both probably go to the championship for sure. And Auburn is good too. I don't know if they lost or not, but they nice too.
We're gonna see. I'm gonna check the bracket out when we get off. I need to check out one of these games,
Sure.
honestly.
Need to go to a game, man. Pull up one of these games and film from the
Fruit
stands.
Talk here on the sidelines. You feel me? Let's see who win this thing.
Man. Nah, facts. But yeah, man. Oh, I know a lot of y'all that probably tuned in tonight saw I said big news coming. So a couple days ago, I got an email from production company. It's my personal email. So far, they tuning in. They like what they see, man. They still trying to work out the kinks and see where that goes. So so we never know, man. Y'all just keep praying for us. If you're praying, if you know how to pray, if you don't know how to pray, you know what I'm saying? Just say God bless them. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely got big dreams for this. You know what I'm saying? I know, like I said, the guys we putting in the work for this and trying to go somewhere with it. But yeah, man, I'm excited to see what's to come. As always, I want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all helped. So we started this page.
Yeah.
February 24th was my first post, or not my first post, our first post on our Instagram page. And then as of March 24th, we grew our engagement. We ain't got that many followers just yet. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about that. We having fun just doing what we love. But we had over 16,000 engagements on our dashboard, man. So that's just letting us know, man. Somebody likes something, man. We got 16,000 people coming through. We got some big things coming, man. I know what I was saying. The page. I appreciate everybody reposting, liking, comment. You know what I'm saying? That means a lot to us, man. We actually putting in the time for this. So you never know where this gonna go. Next thing is I promised y'all some heavy hitters coming on the show. You know what I'm saying? I already got them lined up. I can give y'all 2 coming in the next 2-3 weeks. But I'm gonna keep it discreet, man. Be looking out for a flyer this week. And we're just gonna keep the ball rolling, man. Like I said earlier too, Mike coaching, you know what I'm saying? Vic going back to playing ball, John's a coach. So, y'all want to tune in. You never know where we're gonna be on somebody's sideline, still filming, man, still having fun. But again, this is episode 3 of The Real Understands Everything. I appreciate y'all tuning in.
Definitely appreciate all of
like I said,
Facts.
keep tuning in, man. We appreciate the love.
Hey, man. Say, we ready for Mike G to hop on this thing, boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Michael.
Mark.
So y'all seen what y'all seen?
Yeah.
Was it Blindside? Michael. Listen, Mike, man. The people calling, man. I done put out the flyer for you and everything, man. So we're gonna do our best to get them on next week, man. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. We can. Like I said, my boy just signed with the Commando, so anybody that know a little bit about that, they got a lot of little business thing they got to take care of first, but we're gonna get some heavy hitters on here for sure, man. But again, I appreciate y'all tuning in to The Real Understands Everything, aka
Yes, sir.
True Talk. Everything real and raw, baby.
Real rap raw.
I treat this my like therapy, cause ain't nobody in me. I'm drowning in my tears and I can't swim, is you gon' help believe? Take responsibility. Go ahead.